Welcome back to Wind Waker Randomizer, everybody. I am post-commentating this episode because we're going to get some temples done here, and I thought the only way I'm going to do that is if I just, record. I'm standing on the beach, by the way, so, I wanted to start on the beach in the same place as before, but now suddenly well, man, I should have maybe done a softer cut there, I don't know. Now all of a sudden we're in the Tower of the Gods. But, we've already been here, and I stupidly missed half of the pickups that I could have gotten here. So it's I just wanted to go through and do them and not have to think about commentating while I was doing them. And, I know that's the whole point of, my so-called job and everything, but, I don't know. This ended up being, 2 hours worth of footage, what we got going on here in this video, so, yeah. And as you can see, I don't play much better without commentating than I do with it, so whatever. This eye switch up here, apparently I missed. Don't know how I managed to do that. It was right there on the screen. I mean, it kind of was in the corner, and I was kind of scrolling past it, but still, though. So, yeah. But after this, we'll pretty much... Well, you know what I never did? I never went back to Needle Rock Island. Guess I should have done that at some point. Maybe we can do that tomorrow. Or, well, tomorrow to me. See, there we go again. See, and this I could have done too. Just get the fire, take it down to the torches. And just light up this chest down here. This is one of the reasons why maybe you shouldn't do this once every 5 years. If you're going to do it, more frequently. Or at least do a practice run or something, good lord. Or maybe, I don't know. Either way, though, we're getting it done. Still a little bit sick, so forgive me if I sound a little wonky. A little bit less than savory, if you know what I mean. And there's a joy pendant, so it doesn't matter too much that we didn't get that chest. But that's not the point. The point is you gotta check everything, man. That's how you end up missing stuff. Oh, and now suddenly we're just in this room, But once again, this tower is kind of big, and I just wanted to get all the stuff done, so that's what I did. Oh yeah, this is that Tingle Tuner chest. Somewhere along the line, I get confused and think that there's 2 of these in each dungeon. And even now, I couldn't tell you if there is, but I'm pretty sure there's only one. That looks like Elzo for a second, or Eslo, or whatever, Michael Bolton, as Peakhole might say. So that was a chest right there. Oh my gosh, why am I out of breath? I have no idea. Then I carried this statue over here. Half of these rooms I sat there and wandered around in there for 5 minutes before I figured out what to do, like this room, for example. I was just like, wait a minute, I didn't open that door, and I thought I did, and I guess I didn't, and so I'm gonna leaf over to it. And just, holy crap, man. I don't know. So, by the time you see this video, we'll probably be through with the Snowstorm that we got last weekend. But for me, it's the Friday before, so I don't know what's gonna happen. But, I guess we'll see, because Lord knows it's coming. Or so they say, I can't help but feel like it's gonna be a little bit underwhelming compared to what they're saying. I almost can't help but feel that, maybe the whole thing is just an attempt to distract people for some other reason, which I'm not gonna, get into or anything, but, yeah. And if it turned out I was right about it, there will be no way for me to prove that I recorded this last Friday, so, oh well, too bad. Yeah, I don't want to be right about it, to be truthful. Then again, if I'm not right about it, that means we got a huge snowstorm coming. So I hope everybody stayed safe, stayed indoors, but if you're listening to this, that means you survived it, which means only good things. Now if only I could send that message back in time to your past self to let you know, hey, everything was gonna be okay, Anyway, so what do we got here? Let's see, I don't remember, every single thing that was in every chest here. Oh yeah, we got a heart container, so apparently you can find those. Not just heart pieces, heart containers too. And then I click the platform here. I kind of wanted to cut myself out doing this, hitting this eye switch and all, because you kind of already know how to do this room. And any puzzle that I've already done on my channel, 15 times, I kind of don't see the need to keep showing myself doing it. And the whole point of the randomizer, the whole appeal of it is just wondering what's going to be in the chest, or what are we going to get? And here we got the iron boots. Yeah. That sounded like the Ninja Turtles there. And then elsewhere in this room, there's... Okay, this is the room where I thought that, that this chest right here that we're looking at was a Tingle chest, so I went up there and tried to bomb it. And this is a perfect example of why this took 2 hours for me to do. Because I was up there bombing it, and it wasn't working, and I was like, wait, why isn't this working? And then, I go and look it up, and it's and I see, in a walkthrough how to get the Tingle chest, and it says to bomb it, but then I don't realize that I'm reading the wrong part of the walkthrough that says how to get the first Tingle chest. So I'm like, well, wait, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? So I go back and I look again, and then I realize, oh, it's because that switches, or that chest is made to appear a different way. And so again, this is exactly the kind of thing that I'm just trying to get rid of, and get all the crap out, because who knows what I would have been saying. Probably would have been getting frustrated or something, oh my god, I don't have time for this. I gotta stop complaining about that shit, man. Just live your life, man. Stop doing everything for the reaction that you're gonna get and just live, man. So yeah, as you can see, we got the big OS key there, so that'll be good. We can pretty much finish the dungeon at this point. But, no need to dwell on that, let's just move on. So I hope everybody's doing lovely and not as wet as I am right now. So we're probably just gonna grab this chest and skedaddle here. This is another one of those Triforce charts, I presume. Either way, let's see. So, what do I... Oh god, what do I talk about? Suddenly, oh my god, suddenly, it's like my brain. The Hioi pair, oh my god, yes. Oh, and I had to show that angle one more time because it's such an iconic angle and everything, as I so self-professed earlier. This brings all 3 statues to the center, and so, you know, this triggers a cutscene, which again is like, if you don't want to show yourself doing the same puzzles over and over again, why are you showing the same cutscenes over and over again? I have no idea. I don't have a rhyme or reason to how I do this. I just commentate and play, and hopefully it turns out good. So, hopefully everyone is rather... Well, what? Everyone is what? Zelda's my what? I don't know. So we get through here and get to the big OS key chest and see what's in here. It's not going to be the big OS key, I can tell you that. Oh, well, there you go. So, I guess it's time to go fight the big OS now, isn't it? Yeah, there's a couple of these stupid freaking BMOs on the way there, and they were kind of getting a little bit annoying. Because, like, the first one I just went up to it, well, I don't show it, but the first one I just went up and shot him in the eye, which is what you're supposed to do. But then the second one, it's like, he wouldn't make himself vulnerable until I was too close to get away, and just stuff like that. These blue ones aren't too bad, because you can just kind of lock on and shoot him with an arrow, right? Just like that. Yeah. Of course, we got the pregnant birds. Maybe I should pull my headphones out so I can actually hear what's going on here. Yeah, there we go. That's so much better. Ah, now we got the atmosphere. Yeah, these red ones, though. I mean, the red ones, you can have just run past them, so that's kind of what I started doing here. I was half expecting the Helmarock King to be the boss fight coming up. Oh, yeah. Judging by the enemies we're fighting on the way there, you would think it was Helmarock King, but it's not. It is not. So just run past these 2 guys, get the fairy in a bottle over here, or just get the fairy if you want. Doesn't matter to me. And clink clink. This is actually one of the coolest bosses in the game, and the music is cool too. It's cool, it is so darn cool too. Even more cool than my Tyson's punch out, 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 punch out. Oh. I think I'll just let the music play for a little bit. Yeah, get those bombs prepared. He was like, wait, no, you don't do the bombs yet, you gotta shoot the eyes first. Yeah, shoot your eye out, kid. This is such a cool boss fight, though. Get him, get him, get him, get him. No, don't lock onto the other eye, you were doing just fine. You just kept shooting, I think. I don't know. I had this weird anxiety about, oh god, wow, he just kind of took that like a bitch. Good job. Good thing the hands stayed dead for so long. Definitely isn't anywhere near as intimidating as you would think. And then I was like, wait, how do I put the bomb inside? Oh, maybe you throw it? I don't know. Just a thought. And here it comes. Yeah, a little cut there, just to guess to the end of it. Again, we've seen this boss before. But the path can now be opened, so I guess that's good news. Oh, chosen one. Yeah, so I'm getting, well, I wouldn't say I'm getting super far in Expedition 33, but I guess I'm like 6 hours in now. And it's like, every time I look at the overworld map in that game, it looks so intimidating because it's so huge. And we've already explored so much, and I feel like we're just a blip on the radar in the map screen. There's so much we've yet to uncover, so I'm very curious. Still so much I don't know about that game. I already have a running theory, but I don't want to say what it is because I don't want to spoil anything. But just based on what I'm... You know what? I won't say it. But then how am I going to prove that I was wrong? Of course, how do I prove that I haven't already finished the game and I'm just pretending to make a theory to make myself look smart or something? You know, it could be that too. It's the joy of recording videos, I tell you. There's such a delay, such a time delay. And then we're back on our boat again, so good for us. Now, what did we get? Oh, yeah, we did. We got the iron boots, so I decided to go back to Ice Island and go ahead and get this little pickup here. Because why not? You can just run straight to it from the beginning. Or you couldn't do that the other way. I love being half-assed with my Star Fox screams. Yeah. So we just got a bunch of enemies to thaw out here. I don't think I showed very much of this. A lot of times what I did was when I was fighting a bunch of enemies, I would stop after the first enemy's death knell. Is that even what that's called? That sound you make when you die? What is a death knell? K-N-E-L-L. I need to look up that word in the dictionary. You know what's fun about post-commentating? I can actually do that. But yeah, when they go like, oh, what I'll do is I'll cut just after that scream and then cut to like the last scream of the last one. So let's see. Knell. The sound of a bell, especially when rung solemnly for a death or funeral. Okay. So that's definitely not their scream then. That's the scream or the lamentations of the women that comes afterwards. And maybe sometimes the men too. Wait, whoa, I wasn't trying to pull up the menu there. I tried to look up something earlier today, I don't remember what it was, but I ended up going to a page that was like, well, I was looking up lyrics. And if you ever see the website A to Z lyrics in your results, maybe don't click on it, because when I did, I went to some kind of page or something that you don't normally see, and it was like very nasty. Here's a perfect example of something where cutting it out would have just been like overkill. Because this is part of the grand experience of Wind Waker, is making this walk up to this tunnel and resisting arrest, you know? Hopefully the algorithm doesn't try to get me arrested for saying that in a video. But anyway. Then you pull out the hammer, and you go... whomp! I can hear Mario Party 2 sounds from the next room, so occasionally I hear Wario going, wah! Ooh, that sounded bad. My uvula was all over the place in that wah just now. Anyway. Yeah, so originally what I did was I stopped the video here and that was going to be one whole video. But now, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because, well, saying this is the start of the second recording, so I decided to go ahead and take care of the Wind Temple while we're here, because I do love this place. But it's also very long, and some of the puzzles are kind of crazy, and I believe this first room actually took me like 8 minutes to get through, because I forgot everything I had to do. There's so many steps to it. It's like you put Makar down, you have him plant the seeds, you go back to Link, you get the chest, you go back to Makar, you jump up the backside up there to hit the switch to stop the wind, and then you go back to Link and you turn the iron boots on, and yada yada. So we're just like, here's your chest. I'm just gonna take that chest, man, because I earned it at this point, let me tell you. Do love the sitar, though. A lovely weapon, or a lovely instrument. I don't think sitar is in the Muse score, otherwise I totally use it. Write myself an Egyptian song. Anyway. Yeah, and after that room is like just a series of rooms until you get to the center part. There's no more chests or anything, so I'm just like, well, we're gonna go to the center here. You know, it's like, you were the only one, you were the center. Sorry. Can't resist, man. I think I actually showed the video I made to that song and somewhere in the Tears of the Kingdom LP. Maybe I'll show it again here, I don't know. Depends on how lazy my future self is. I keep suggesting all these things for my future self to do, and then if my future self gets to it, and he's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to import that 2-hour-long video of me making music videos just to find the one little piece of it somewhere that's like 47 minutes in, so I can cut all the rest of that out or whatever. Anyway, we got a small keto. Oh yay, we got a smoke. No, we don't have a smoke, don't do that. Got a Wizrobe there. Never pass up the opportunity to leave in the death knell of a Wizrobe. But there is a chest off the way over here. I love this room, though. This room and that last room, I tell you, they're both just excellent. This temple's just full of cozy spots, man. I thought I was going to bump my leaf head there on the wall, so I slowed down. Hopefully I didn't get let go of the leaf too early, because I do that later. Yeah, they're back to the pieces of ass, alright. Yeah, I got no objection to no piece of ass, I'll tell you that. So now we're back in the main room. It kind of just circles around to the door that you can't get to, and then you open up the big thing, and now you got 2 whole more floors to explore, and I'm just like, oh my god. So on the way down, there's a chest right here, but I missed it, so I have to get that later. There's a spot for Makar to plant seeds. And I was gonna summon him, but then I accidentally jumped down here, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing this now. So this is actually the way to the end of the dungeon right here, I believe. And there's like a little boss fight before it, which again, I try to show some of these, at least a little bit, because, you know, fighting is fun, and I actually sometimes can be a pretty decent fighter when I'm not distracted by my own commentary and such. The sound it makes when you hit these guys with your sword is just so, like, realistic. It's almost maddening how realistic it is. But, What was I doing here? What was I doing here? Oh yeah, there's a monster hiding behind there. So I hookshot him over and he dies from fall damage here. I was like, wait, what's going on? Why can't I move? And there it is, we just got ourselves a chest, alright. So we're still missing power bracelets and the song to get into the Earth Temple. And what else? What else are we missing? I guess I'll remember in a second here. We're missing green chew jelly, apparently. Okay. Good stuff. Yeah, so there's a switch in this room that opens that other door, but then I took all the time to go to that switch and open it up, and it just went to the end of the temple, and I'm just like, well, no. Wait, that might not have been the end of the temple. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so what are we doing here? Is this like the other boss room? I think it is. Yeah, so this is the boss room that has the Wizrobes that summon other enemies, which is really, really annoying, but I tapped into some reserve of hidden memories from the past, and remember that if you just run around the outside of this room and target the Wizrobe when you see him and just go after the Wizrobe first, you save yourself a lot of trouble. See, I could have just hit him with the sword there. I don't know why I didn't do that, though. Yes, there you go. Hit him with your sword, man. That's what you love to do. Just don't even bother fighting the other stuff, because it just gets distracting. So, I thought the red Wizrobe was the only one that could summon. I'll find out that I was wrong later, but beside the point. But as you can see, you just run around the room when you see him, maybe go for him, and if you don't see him, then don't go for him, or whatever. I mean, if it comes down to it and you just want to run towards them, you can do that too, because they give you a lot of time before they shoot their little laser thingamadoohickey. Right there, I could have just sorted that guy, but no. Well, I was still under the assumption the red one was the only summoner, so I was like, I'm just going after the red one right now. Besides, you gotta love this music. Oh man, I tried to lock on there, then I was like, that's when I finally got the idea to use my sword. So I was like, well, I'm that close to him, I might as well just walk up to him and smack him in the face, you know? Smash his face with an iron! There you go. I still only have the level 2 sword. So there's 2 more sword upgrades I have to get. I think you have to get all the sword upgrades to beat the game. I don't actually remember. There we go. Nice, that was pretty badass right there, if I do say so myself. So now I start going after the smaller guys, and then I notice that he's summoning more, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I have to go after him now. This freaking golden feather, I'm just totally ignoring it. Yeah, right there. There it is. Bats. Gotta get rid of the bats, man. So then I'm like, okay, I guess we're going after the Wizrobe now. Wherever he is. There you go. Beautiful. The way I said beautiful there just now was so half-assed. It's like I was just saying a word. It was sounds being made by my mouth. It's the same meaningless sounds as, like, that's almost as meaningless as, like, the field goal causing the guy's cheekbones to go up. I really need to look at my comments, dude, man. I've been neglecting them for so long. It's like I've been... I mean, I have no excuse. I could say I've been sick, but it's like, no, I mean, it doesn't mean you can't read. Reading is like the easiest thing in the world, man. I'll tell you. So I think that's it, actually. Yeah. Didn't have to cut around, try to make myself look better than I was. I just, you know, did it. Just disposed of the monsters in the room, and what do we got? Ooh! A Wind Temple map. So, oh, now we're in the room with the jack-off spikes. I can tell by the sound. Look at those things jacking off, man. I tell you. I'm not funny. I don't care. I still think they're jacking off. So there you go. Just get the chest on the other side, which you have to, like, blow through all of the holes to make it appear, but, yeah, 200 rupees. So we're already fast approaching the next 999 here, or in the case of this game, 1,000. Now I'm finally getting that chest I missed earlier that I jumped past, so there'll be a lot of chests in pretty quick succession here. Got an orange rupee, so now we're in the 600s. Why bother? Oh yeah, and then this one I kind of walked away from because I jumped down the fan like a dummy. The dummy that I am! I left it at Mom's house, but anyway. I did explain that one somewhere. I don't remember where. Alright, back to it. Wait, why did I do that? What even happened there? Oh, that turned on the fan. Right, I was expecting that to make a chest appear. Right. Even after doing the temple, I still don't remember cause and effect in this place. How is that even possible, man? So we got some Armos, which I will quickly dispose of here because it's a waste of time and they're boring to fight and they're even more boring to watch somebody fight, I would imagine. So I'm just like, no. I'm just gonna kill him and we're gonna move on. Nice. Have we seen the boss chest in this? I mean, we saw the one in the Tower of the Gods, right? Pretty sure we saw this one too. Anyway. Oh, there we go. There's the mirror shield. I was wondering if we were going to have to do that Earth Temple backwards or something. But, well, how would you even do that backwards? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not actually sure if I need to do the Earth Temple. Like, I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure you don't have to do it, but maybe. I don't know. So I'm trying to think of, like, what happens. What are the triggers in the game originally to do whatever? There's a compass right there. Yeah, we got another long spike with no cuts here, so what are we doing? Playing the song. Yeah, I can tell you, there was at least 2 times I came up to one of these epitaphs without Makar. So I tried playing the song, and it's like, nobody's playing along with you, and I'm like, well, shit, I forgot to bring Makar with me. So it's another 10 minutes to run back outside and bring him in. It's probably not actually 10 minutes, but I don't know, like, well, in the case of this room, I think it was like 2 minutes or whatever, but still, it's just enough to kind of get under your skin, you know what I mean? So do I bring him into the next room? Well, better to be safe than sorry, I guess. Oh yeah, these guys, okay. I do love fighting these guys, and we get the Knight's Crest, which we might have enough of those to turn into Orca by now. I haven't really looked to see how many I have. Oh god, I get knocked down so many times in this fight. Oh, this is for the boss key, isn't it? Sure enough. Ooh, gotta love that helm splitter. God, I just don't even want to think about how that would feel. Freaking helm splitter, man. It's like just split your skull up. What? Man, we need the Wario sound effect there when that guy falls. Anyway. That was a badass shot of Link there with the door opening. So then I had to go and collect all these little goodie bags, so I decided to kind of, you know, skip all that because what's the big deal? You've seen me do that 100 times by now. And wouldn't you know it, Big Oz Key is in the Big Oz Key chest. What do you know? I just said, what do you know? I'd have to say, what do you know 2 times in a row? I don't know. Boy, that was a lot of rhymes in a row. Dude, and another one, yo. Tell ya. Anyway, what do we got? We're running out of stuff here. Oh, yes. Oh, thank God we got that. That was one more thing that was stopping us from getting into the Earth Temple there. Yeah, this room right here is one of the rooms I skipped at the beginning to get us to the middle, because there's nothing in these rooms. But then I remembered, wait, no, there is something in this room. And this is a tingle chest, so you kind of don't have to get it, because they're not in the logic on this seed. But it turns out that what was in this one was something I could probably use, so... boom. Yeah, you don't even have to be remotely close to the chest to trigger them appearing, I guess. I don't know what the logic is there if you just put a bomb anywhere in the room or whatever. Yeah, a piece of heart. Piece of heart in a tingle chest. Ah, so finally we're getting to this room. One of my favorite rooms in the game as we approach the end of the temple. And of course I'm going to jump down here to my favorite spot and just vibe down here a little bit. Oh, it's just so nice down here. What is it about this spot, dude? Ever since 2003, when I was at the lofty old age of 27, I was still just vibing to this spot. Yes. Okay, that's enough. You can leave now. And this puzzle here, which takes all of about 5 or 6 minutes to do itself, obviously, we're going to deal with that. But I did want to show again the trial of running and walking against the wind with iron boots on. I wonder how that would actually physically work, if you could actually do that. Get some boots that are like, you know, 70 pounds or something. Well, then the problem is it would knock the top half of your body back, and then your feet would still be flat on the ground, but your knees would be bent, and your back would be flush with the ground. You know, in the bathroom! So anyway. Oh yeah. I refuse to cut out Makar playing. I won't do it. Cut out a lot of things, but not that. It's funny, because I mentioned that thing about the Korok sound effect and how it's barely in this game, so I wouldn't have equated it, or I wouldn't have had flashbacks of Wind Waker or anything when I hear it in Breath of the Wild. But it's funny, because all through this temple, when you're walking with Makar, he's making the sound. So it definitely is in this game. Oh, the twinkly rupee sound. And we open the warp pipe, and it's boss time. I will once again shut up so we can hear the lovely music here, and the build-up. Besides, the less commentary I have to make, the better. Especially with me having the coughs. I'm surprised I haven't coughed in this video yet. I've been doing a lot of that thing where, like, you sniffle and then swallow your snot, like that baseball player that time. Oh. Couldn't seem to reach him here. I don't know what was going on there. So I just got eaten. It's like, damn it. Well, whatever. I'm about to get eaten a second time in a row. Just watch. Yeah, maybe I pressed the button again or something and caused it to retract. I don't know why I didn't reach in there. It's got a little panicky button mashing. I did so bad on this fight that I actually did a cut that's kind of unbelievable. I'll tell you about it when it gets here. It's another one of those things like, you know that thing in Ocarina of Time where in the Forest Temple I always show myself like fighting the sister pose, the 4 of them in the main room, but I always try to cut it so that it looks like I got them in one hit? Well, I did that here. So, oh, well, there I go again, getting eaten, of course. Wait, no, I wasn't eaten there. Holy crap. So then I started trying to switch targets, but I was too late, so there you go. I must have gotten lucky on the next target because we're pretty close to the cut here. Anyway, here it comes. Okay, he's gonna pull him out. And there's no way he's actually dead yet, but... yeah, that was a cut right there. I don't know. I kind of like that one. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, this explosion here. Damn! Oh, this is Wind Waker we're talking about, and it's got explosions like that, man. And then again, the explosion of Ganon in Tears of the Kingdom, man. That shit's so loud it makes your windows break. Ah, so good to have this done. It's hard to believe we did all this and Tower of the Gods in like a half hour here. I mean, that's kind of insane, actually. Oh, also, I didn't mention it, but it's kind of funny that Link is jumping up and down over a silver rupee there. It's like, good lord, man. And that now puts us at how many rupees? I think that's over 900 again. It's over 900! What am I going to spend those on? I guess technically there might be one more auction we haven't checked, so I could do that, but... oh, and then I could, like, bid 800 or something? Oh, that would be hilarious. I'd love to see somebody else bid 800. But anyway. Well, the wind is gone. We have all the means to do the Earth Temple now, so... oh yeah, and also I'm dying, so I decided to drink some of Granny's juice here on this lovely island. And that's the end of the video, so... thanks for hanging out, guys. We're getting this done pretty fast here. Yeah, I'm ready to just be done with this. I'm ready to move on to something else. So, next time on Wind Waker Randomizer, Earth Temple, or worse. And Needle Rock Isle. See you later.